LeBron James, as most of us know, has never had a relationship with his father. His father never raised him, and as far as we know, he never met him or any of his relatives on his side of the family. There's been speculation over the years on who LeBron's father really is. Multiple people even came out to claim to be his father, trying to get a slice of his money. One of them even tried to sue LeBron for $4 million. However, according to LeBron's mother, Gloria, she said, the father was a casual sex partner named Anthony McClelland, who by now is well known within the state and county penal systems. He's been convicted of arson and theft, to name just two of his many transgressions. So, because of his extensive criminal record, he was never in LeBron's life. Reportedly, McClelland reached out to LeBron on numerous occasions, including on the day he got drafted. LeBron made it very clear he has no intention in developing any sort of relationship with him, and he also never publicly acknowledged McClelland as his father. For all we know, he just doesn't want to draw any attention to him. However, in recent years, we've seen another interesting development. Apparently, LeBron has a half-brother, or supposedly someone who claims to be his half-brother. He goes by the name of Aaron McClelland Gamble. Also born in Akron, Ohio, 3 years after LeBron, and also shares the same McClelland name. And according to a tweet he made, apparently Anthony McClelland is not LeBron's father, and he's not his father either, so apparently their father is somebody else that we don't know. So it's either his word or Gloria's word, but either way, if Anthony McClelland is indeed LeBron's father, then it's very likely Aaron is his half-brother. I mean, appearance-wise, you can't deny that there's some similarities between all of them, especially Anthony. How's it going, folks? My name's Andy, and today, let's talk about LeBron, his resentment towards his father over the decades, and this situation with this guy who claims to be his half-brother. To give you guys some context, LeBron has publicly said so many times that he wonders why his father was never in his life. Why did his friends and colleagues grow up with a loving father and not himself? As a young kid, he always resented his father for leaving and not being part of his life, like most other families. This led to incredible hardships growing up for him and his mother, Gloria. Without his father supporting them, both financially and mentally, it was very hard for LeBron growing up. Perhaps it was meant to be. In a detailed interview about his personal life, LeBron talked about how he felt. The crazy thing is, my whole life I grew up resenting my father. Everything was like, screw Pops, he left me. Why would he do that to my mom? My mom was 16 years old, she's a sophomore in high school when she had me. And I was like, if I ever met him, we going to blows right off top. Then, over the years, LeBron's perception of his dad slowly changed. He explained, as I got older and as I became more of an adult, I started to realize and think to myself, well, damn, what was he going through? Was it things that he couldn't control? He's the reason I'm the father I am today, because I always wanted to set an example and have the father figure in their lives, so they never had that resentment. The absence of a father in his life made him want to strive to be the best father he can be for his own children. That's something you gotta respect. Plus, his mother said that McClelland was a convicted criminal, so it's probably better that he wasn't in LeBron's life. However, through the years, we've never heard him mention or talk about any other relatives or family members on his dad's side of the family. We just assume that he didn't know them. Most likely, he probably never met any of them, nor did he ever talk about them. This brings us to 2016. According to a, quote, family insider, a person named Aaron McClelland Gamble tried to reach out to LeBron and asked him for help. At the time, Aaron's mother was dying of cancer and needed some financial support to help her with the procedures, and even invited LeBron to meet them. Aaron, like LeBron, lived through very similar circumstances. Anthony also impregnated his mother and then left her shortly after. When Aaron was born in 1987, his life was almost a complete parallel to LeBron's. He grew up in Akron, Ohio without Anthony McClelland in his life. There was a lot of struggle and sacrifice his mother had to make, just like Gloria. His entire life reflected that of LeBron's. Except for the whole basketball thing. That's pretty important too, right? Unlike LeBron, Aaron was not a basketball megastar and never had the opportunity to get out of his current situation. Very few people make it out of there. Apparently, and this is only according to a family member of Aaron's, after Aaron tried to reach out to LeBron to help his dying mother, LeBron refused his request for financial support and did not acknowledge him whatsoever. Also, according to that same family member, they stated, "You read about all of the things LeBron James does in the community and for total strangers, but he does not give a damn about his own brother." Oof, that's a pretty brazy statement. Now, I don't think LeBron is obligated to help anybody, especially if he doesn't have any sort of relationship with Aaron. He doesn't even know him. It's likely he never even met anybody on Aaron's side of the family, even if they do share the same biological father. But it is an interesting scenario since this is the first time we've heard of somebody who could legitimately be LeBron's brother, even if LeBron hasn't confirmed he had any siblings. Aaron reportedly reached out numerous times throughout their lives to try and connect with Bron, even before he became famous. But LeBron either did not believe him or refused to respond. I don't blame him. I mean, he's probably got a lot of fake people trying to claim that, they're related to him, just to try and get some money. But this guy, Aaron, it really does look like they could be related. So it's been a few years since Aaron came out to the public. What's he doing now? Well, he's still living in Akron, Ohio, where he was born and raised. He owns a house there. He has a daughter who he's very close to. He's continuing to live his life, being heavily involved in fitness and working out. As far as I'm aware, LeBron has never reached out to him following his request back in 2016, and since then, he's been silent. When you think about how similar their lives were growing up, it's crazy to think how LeBron became this global icon. While Aaron is living the life LeBron would be living if he wasn't a basketball star. Imagine living a quiet, reserved, suburban life that most Americans are comfortable with. But LeBron James is your half-brother who never acknowledged your existence. Of course, LeBron doesn't have to, it's his choice. But it's a striking parallel that shows how similar circumstances in life doesn't necessarily mean you'll end up in the same place. Anyway, that's all folks. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and what do you think? Do you really think that Aaron McClelland Gamble is LeBron's half-brother? Do you think they bear some sort of resemblance to each other, and with their father as well? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Peace.